All right, what's going on, guys? Tremaine here, the most disciplined day trader on YouTube. Here's a recap of the few trades we took on stream this morning in Discord. So I'm shorting inside of that 30-second fair value gap. Now, the better sell, and I was telling the group this, my stop loss is above midpoint of that fair value gap, by the way. The better short was above that first fair value gap after 8:30. We ended up treating it as an inversion level. That fair value gap is actually based on a 1-minute chart. That's the better short, but I told the group that I kind of wanted to just sit back and observe to see if we use that as a premium array to take us lower, and I'll settle for the next available shorting opportunity, which was this fair value gap here. And you can see us working the 8:30 open. I'm talking about that 1-minute fair value gap there. Want to see us stay open, act as a breakaway gap. And I'm looking at those relative equal lows as a draw on liquidity. Now, in any other world, that would be my partial, but because my short is a little lower, again, my better entry would be the first fair value gap after 8:30, that purple box, but I didn't get that. So because I'm shorting a little lower, I'm opting to not take a partial there because that's not even a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So that partial for me isn't really worth it. Lowering my stop just above that up close candle. And that's the sell side. Those lows are really smooth. And I'm telling the group here that once we tag that sell side, I'm moving my stop to break even because let's say NASDAQ wanted to go higher. We had such a large range pre-market. We've had pretty much like a trending market prior to 8:30. So there's a lot of people trailing their stop losses underneath lows like you see here. And let's just play devil's advocate and say NASDAQ wanted to continue higher this morning. Once we clear that sell side, and I told the group this, I believe that it's free game. So I wouldn't be comfortable taking longs until we sweep out sell side like we just did right there. So you see me moving my stop to break even, not taking a partial because it's not enough range. So I'm actually aiming for about 20,395, and that's just a 2-to-1 risk to reward. And then planning on leaving a runner past that. Doing some standard deviation work right there. So project that down, get your negative half standard deviation. That's always a good target to aim for. So I took a little bit of heat on this trade, nothing crazy. And I'm telling them that that short right there in the purple box, we're watching that to be treated as an inversion level. But given what price was looking at the time, I was waiting for a market structure shift before my entry. And here I'm explaining that I think it's free game. If NASDAQ wanted to go higher, it can do it here because we knocked out everybody who was trailing their stop losses up. So right here I'm showing all those stop losses, all those orders, those higher lows. We've just knocked them out of the market now. So I had to remove my risk because the stage is set for NASDAQ to go higher should we do so. And then you see my break even there. Second trade for the day on stream using the inversion fair value gap. My stop loss is beneath that down close candle. We did have SMT with the Dow, so the Dow made a lower low. Or I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The Dow actually made a higher low while NASDAQ made a lower low, so you have SMT there. And I'm going to reduce my stop loss a little early because if the trade is good, we shouldn't be interested in trading past mean threshold or that down close candle. So you see me measuring it there. That's midpoint. Okay, if you're bullish, you really shouldn't breach that level. So trimming the risk a little bit, and I'm telling the group that once we tag that first fair value gap after 8:30, then I'll take off my risk. We also have a minor buy-side liquidity pool just to the left of that. You're going to see me highlight that inversion fair value gap there. Telling them that I'm watching that down close candle now. I'm treating that as a bullish order block. If the trade is good, I would want us to use that as support. And I'm taking a partial above that buy side. There's that inversion fair value gap. My focus is in that down close candle. Risk is removed because we've taken out minor buy side and traded into the lower quadrant of that first presented. opening price of the bullish order blocks, the most sensitive. And I actually have a buy stop there. Somebody in the chat let me know that my partial was a buy stop instead of a sell limit. So there you go. I'm only running on like 3 hours of sleep. Mentorship videos are going to be available for purchase tonight or tomorrow. I was working on those all last night, adding some finishing touches. So be on the lookout for that. And then the giveaway winners will be announced on Twitter tonight as well at 4 o'clock. All right, so we're trading deeper into that order block, breaching its midpoint. Kind of like a caution sign. Prefer not to see that. Back into the inversion fair value gap. Kind of just hanging around, chopping at the bit. Tradeovate and NinjaTrader has some issues. We're not gonna get into the whole prop firm thing, but the people my viewers in the stream were telling me that they weren't able to cancel their orders and log in and all kind of crazy nonsense that they're having to deal with. So hopefully your guys' prop firm sorts that out. It's been a whole bunch of foolishness with that stuff. And with volatility that we've seen after the opening bell this morning, they can't be doing that stuff, man. So hopefully all y'all get that sorted out. I know a lot of people experience issues with their broker this morning. So the trade is looking a little bit like a dud. It's not really showing signs of willingness to go higher. It's kind of stalling as we approach the opening bell in about 10 minutes. Tapping the inversion fair value gap again. I'm showing the group that NASDAQ's unwillingness to trade to midpoint of that first fair value gap is kind of a warning sign, and there's my break even again. So 2 break even trades on stream this morning in Discord. Today's not the cleanest day. I already shared with them what I'm looking for in the daily chart before I really feel comfortable engaging and really pushing hard in the market. Until that daily criteria is met, I'm kind of just on standstill and not trying to do too much. So today's morning session, I'm looking at my screen here on my separate monitor. The price action after 9:30 is giving seek and destroy. I mean, it is a complete wreck. It's nasty. And we ended the stream after these 2 trades. I couldn't get what I wanted. So both trades had opportunities for profit taking, but the market condition this morning, it is best to stay out and not look for a third attempt. So I'm going to call it here. Love you all. Be on the lookout for the mentorship videos that will be released today or tomorrow. Just be flexible with me there. I'm still working on them. I don't want to rush it. And I'll send out a notification on all socials once that's finished and available. So love you all. See you in the next one. Peace.